Hello, everybody. All right, let's do this really quick. So I'm gonna be doing a little bit of Spanish really fast. I came earlier and I had to do some stuff. I gotta get better with my times. Obviously, I need to do way more with my times. All right. So what we're gonna do is simply start. Tomorrow is the beginning of a season called Lent in many religions. We're not gonna do Lent. We're gonna do our own version of it here, of what is divinely, I want to say, aligned with our beliefs as far as Santa Muerte and our traditional veneration to God. So we're gonna do something different. So I recorded it earlier. I'm about to do this in Spanish because I said I would, and I am. So what we're gonna do is something called Via Eterna, which means the eternal journey. It's gonna be something that we focus on as devoted to God and Santa Muerte. So I'm gonna get right into it. Thank you, Jay. May be blessed now forever. Santa Muerte protect you and God guide you. Let's start this. I'm also learning español. I did this earlier in English. I'm gonna post it in a little bit. I've been busy all day, but I'm gonna do this in Spanish. Then I'm gonna do the first day of Via Eterna. So we're gonna do 40 days of teachings. Okay, here we go. Entonces en español. All right. So we're gonna do this in Spanish really quick, since we already did it in English. And then we'll go from there. Vía eterna, lo que es antes de comenzar. Antes de esta misa que comience, usted necesita entender que es vía eterna. All right. I'm going to start it over because I haven't studied in Spanish in a while. Empezamos otra vez. Ahí va. Vía eterna, lo que es antes de comenzar. Antes de que esta enseñanza comience, usted ocupa entender qué es vía eterna. Vía eterna significa el camino eterno. No es un programa, no es un reto, no es inspiración, es estructura. Es una caminata de 40 días modelada según la disciplina en el desierto de Cristo. No para copiar el sufrimiento, no para limitar apariencia, sino para imitar obediencia. Cristo no entró al desierto para hacer milagros, entró para someterse. Ayuno, resistió, respondió a la tentación con la alineación a la autoridad del Padre. Ese es el modelo. Vía eterna es un camino de alineación bajo Dios Todopoderoso como autoridad suprema. Dios no es un concepto aquí, no es un símbolo, no es una idea motivacional. Es el creador, el legislador, el que establece el orden. La Santa Muerte no es elevada fuera de su lugar. Ella permanece como sirviente, testigo y reveladora. Quita la ilusión, expone el autoengaño. Recuerda a cada alma que el tiempo es limitado y que la responsabilidad es real. Ella no gobierna, ella obedece. Are you guys in? Is there any Spanish speakers right now? Because I think I gotta practice my Spanish again really quick. Let me do this really fast. You know what? I'm gonna do this off scene. I'm gonna start day one. instead, and then I'll do this off camera. Okay. So I did this earlier. And we're not gonna do Lent, like I said, we're gonna do Via Eterna. And it's gonna be a tradition that hopefully we start to do ourselves. I do it, and it's more of a fundamental spiritual journey for 40 days. All right. So this is gonna be day one. Let's do this really quick. Hold on. I have to set this up. All right, give me 1 second. 1 second. Via Eterna, day one. Authority before emotion. Core truth. If God is not your authority, your feelings will be. Fundamental teaching. Before discipline comes alignment. Before alignment comes authority. Most people say they believe in God. Very few actually live under authority. Belief is easy. Submission is measurable. Authority means you do not wake up and reinvent yourself based on mood. Authority means you do not speak differently depending on who is in the room. Authority means you do not just justify wrong behavior because you felt overwhelmed. Feelings are real, they are not rulers. When feelings rule, consistency dies. When consistency dies, credibility follows. When credibility dies, influence becomes noise. Look at households that feel unstable. Look at leaders who react instead of decide. Look at people who apologize every week for the same behavior. That is emotion without authority. God Almighty is supreme, not your impulses, not your past, not your wounds, not your ambition. If God is authority, then his order overrides your preference. That means when correction comes, you adjust. When conviction hits, you respond. When pride flares up, you quiet it. Christ did not walk to the wilderness for 40 days to prove power. He walked it to prove obedience. He was tempted with food, status, and control. Every temptation targeted authority. Turns stones into bread. Prove yourself publicly. Take power without submission. He refused all three. Why? Because